for Finance, Planning and Energy. We are equally privileged to welcome Srimati Shanti Kumari IAS, Vice Chairperson and Director General, Dr. MCRHRD Institute of Telangana. To commence the program, I request Srimati Shanti Kumari IAS, Vice Chairperson and Director General, to kindly present shawl and sapling to the Honorable Chief Guests. Thank you, ma'am. May I now invite everyone to rise for Jai Jai He Telangana, the state song of Telangana. Thank you. Please be seated. Over the past 10 weeks, the Special Foundation course has been a period of rigorous learning, reflection, and transformation, designed to equip our officer trainees with a strong ethical foundation, administrative acumen, and a deep sense of public purpose. Today marks the formal culmination of this journey. The valedictory is not merely an end, but a significant milestone, one that celebrates learning achieved, bonds formed, and responsibilities that now await our officer trainees as they step forward in the service of the nation. I now invite our Director General, Srimati Shanti Kumari IAS, to deliver the introductory remarks.
Good morning and a warm welcome to one and all. It is my honor and privilege to welcome the chief guest of today's valedictory ceremony, Sri Bhatti Vikramarka Mallu Garu, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister and Minister for Finance, Planning and Energy, Government of Telangana, and Sri Duddilla Sridhar Babu Garu, Honorable Minister for IT, Industries and Commerce, Government of Telangana. We are truly honored by your gracious presence with us today, sirs. On behalf of everyone gathered here, I extend a very warm welcome to you all, to both of you once again. I would like to briefly acquaint you with the officer trainees of Special Foundation course present here today, sir. We have trainees drawn from 15 different services, encompassing both All India services and central services, and they hail from almost every state of the country. While a large number of officer trainees belong to 2023 batch, we are also privileged to have trainees from 2025 batch of Indian Economic Service and Indian Statistical Service. During their 10 weeks at MCRHRD, training extended well beyond the classroom instruction. The officer trainees undertook study visits to several important institutions in and around Hyderabad, including the Indian Air Force Academy at Dundigal, the Indian School of Business, the Central Prison and Open Jail at Cherlapalli, the Institute of Mental Health at Erragadda, as well as the data centers and GCCs in the financial district. These engagements provided invaluable exposure to the institutional, social and economic dimensions of governance. This batch of officer trainees is not only intellectually accomplished and highly talented, but also deeply committed to service. They have demonstrated this through meaningful social engagement by donating blood to NIMS, providing counseling support to civil services aspirants from the government-run Ambedkar Study Circle, Hyderabad, and rendering service to Telangana residential schools for boys and girls at Borabanda, which is our neighboring institution, sir. Dear officer trainees, today marks a proud milestone in our collective journey. As we stand at the valedictory moment, we are reminded that training is not an end in itself, but the beginning of a lifelong commitment, a commitment to excellence, to the aspirations of our people, and to the ideals of good governance. Over the past months, our classrooms imparted knowledge, our field visits revealed reality, and our interactions cultivated empathy. Together, these experiences have strengthened not only our professional capabilities, but also the character and clarity essential for public service. Excellence is not a destination, it's a continuous discipline. It demands that we hold ourselves to the highest standards even when no one is watching. It calls upon us to act with competence, courage and compassion in every task, large or small. Excellence in governance is built patiently, brick by brick, through diligence, integrity and innovation. Yet excellence alone is not sufficient. Our true purpose lies in delivering the dreams of our people, dreams of opportunity, dignity, equality and justice. Every file we process, every decision we take, and every policy we implement must reflect the trust reposed in us by the citizens. Their aspirations are our responsibility, and their welfare remains our greatest reward. As public servants, our mission is to uphold good governance. Governance that is transparent, accountable, inclusive, and citizen-centric. Such governance is not sustained by systems alone, but by the values of those who serve within them. Let us be those individuals, let honesty be our habit, fairness our instinct, and service our enduring identity. Standing here today, we are not merely marking the completion of a training program, we are accepting a solemn duty, a duty to lead with humility, to listen with empathy, and to act with integrity, a duty to transform challenges into opportunities and public service into meaningful nation building. As we move forward to our respective assignments, let us serve in a manner that strengthens our institutions, deepens public trust, and makes our nation prouder. Before I conclude, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all the dignitaries, faculty members, mentors, and officers who have guided us throughout this journey. I also extend my warmest congratulations to each officer trainee here for the successful completion of this course. I would like to leave you with a few parting words, words that I hope will stay with us as we step into responsibilities that lie ahead. Together, let us build excellence. Together, let us deliver dreams of people. Together, let us work for good governance. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am, for those insightful opening remarks. It is now my honor to invite our chief guest, Shri Dudila Sridhar Babu, to address the officer trainees.
Andariki namaskaram, very good morning to all. On the days along with me, on this very important day of yours, on completion of your foundation course, especially for the All India officers and also for the Central Service officers of 2025. Along with me on the day is a very senior leader and our Deputy Chief Minister, Hon'ble Batti Vikramarka Garu. An officer who stood for integrity, who stood for values, and who had gone through from the inception, having a great track record as a bureaucrat, and now heading this prestigious MCRHRD, Dr. Shanta Kumari Garu, and all young officers who are going to lead India and lead different parts of our India, and who would be taking India to the next level in this geopolitical scenario. First of all, I would like to congratulate you, and I would like to literally thank all the MCRHRD think tank over here who have built these institutions over a period of 3 to 4 decades, and who have made this institution a very remarkable institution to shape the young, the experienced minds, and to sail along with the different governance who would be coming here and would be taking the training and would be serving the country in the long way. So all the credence has to go to the leading lights of MCRHRD who are sitting on the front line of the days, and all the people who have been working for this. We all know that I along with my senior colleague and the Director General are sitting among the brightest minds of this country today. And you have cleared one of the toughest examinations. In this country, it's supposed to be very toughest. And not only toughest, there are many tough examinations on the other part of the continent. Maybe, if somebody is from IIM, if somebody is from IIT, or somebody is from the respectable or the greatest institutions, that also was the toughest. But the toughest part is you have taken all the challenges to become part and parcel and chosen a life of a public responsibility. Here the thin line of your differentiation has to go. Here I see you represent different services, different states, different languages, different backgrounds, and also different academic backgrounds too. Coming over here and finishing your training in different training institutions, you have brought in a uniformity now. One identity which represents uniformity, that you are an All India officer. You represent India. You don't represent a region. You don't represent a religion. You don't represent a caste. You don't represent communities. But you represent India as such. That is the uniformity in this part. You are the future custodians of the Indian governance systems here. You know, many a time, many people would have asked you. Many people from different backgrounds, chartered accountant, engineers, the doctors, or, BCom graduates or BA graduates. In this world, a profound question would have come down to you at any point of time. In this global career where you have cash-rich salaries which are awaiting you, that careers are awaiting you. And there is a scope for startups to become another Bill Gates or Infosys Narayana Murthy. Or you have, you can earn the fame and the comfort. Many people would have asked you, why did you choose this service? Toughest part is to answer. I know it's not easy to become a civil servant. It looks glamorous too. And I think that somewhere deep inside, you thought of serving this country, serving the people with sincerity, with honesty, with capability. Last but not the least, with compassion. This sort of distinction would have made you not to choose a high salaried job or becoming a businessman or taking different other professions. So we salute, we honor your deep sense of commitment to serve the public. That is your greatest strength. I always see, because I or my colleague sitting over here, I always feel that because we come from such backgrounds, we have seen most of the power. But we always consider power is temporary. And what in power? Because you are all people till age of 60, ma'am. You will be always in power from now. But you have to literally think how much impact you will be making. That's more important. Take the transitionary thing that power is temporary, and what you make an impact is always permanent. As officers, you will be given lots of authority. The files, the budgets, the power. But remember, these are the two important aspects where you have to distinguish yourselves between the power and the impact. And we always see, we have always seen also, the history does not remember officers for how many meetings they attended, but for how many lives in their process of journey did they change. You would be first encountering as, initial postings, either it may be in IAS as sub-collector, then the joint collectors, over here as additional collectors and the collectors. But each day, think beyond while before you sleep. Did you make an impact or did you change anybody's life? So that creates lots of confidence in you and creates lots of meaning living the lucrative professions and coming into this world of power. When you are, anytime you are in doubt, why I had come down to civil services. Think, always you have thought about them, think of the poor and the weakest person. And ask whether your actions are literally help them out to come out of their problems and elevate to the next level. And what I have seen, I would like to really put before you. I always keep asking myself, or I always see my, most of the officers who are friends. I always think about, what are the, pressures which will be having an impact on us? What are the silent enemies which kills our ambitions, which kills our goal, which kills our motives? And they act as an internal weakness. I urge all you people, because you are all India officers, beware of these five silent enemies. One is arrogance. Arrogance absolutely disconnects you from the people. Second, think of something, what happens to each and every individual in any profession, complacency, which kills your innovation. And think of one more silent enemy, cynicism, which erodes integrity. And of late we have seen the corruption. Corruption not only destroys individuals, corruption destroys institutions from within. These are the enemies. They do not come in a day, on the day 1 or on the day 30. They slowly arrive suddenly. That it takes place by we all come into part and parcel of the sphere of this society. They grow slowly, and one delayed file, if you see, one delayed or ignored complaint, and one adjustment. These are all, compiles, and this becomes into one of the bitter enemies from within ourselves. I always believe that, being a helmet of power, what we see is a strongest officer is not who controls others. But you always think, if you can control yourselves or ourselves within this silent enemies of us, then you can control everybody. That is what. And, to all the young officers over here, governance is basically a human relationship. You should not consider it as a mechanical process. Never forget that the governance is not about the rules alone. Right? You have to put your process within the rules, within the systems, within the process. But it's not absolutely sticking on to the rules. Rules should be to think about the people who needs justice, who needs helps, who need cooperation. Many people will be going to different, functionary offices, a villager or a complainant waiting outside. Don't take it, one more case has been added today. And if you attend to a pensioner, don't add to the file number. And students seeking a scholarship, don't take him as, he is one more beneficiary of the code of the state. These are the citizens who would be putting their trust in the state, in whichever state you function. It is not by us, mostly by you, by our officers. So it is the trust of the state conveyed through you to them. And always have little bit of patience. That's more important. Listening to people for a few minutes can sometimes solve by itself what, files can't do it. A simple hearing, a patient hearing can solve the problem. Everybody knows it. A patient going to a doctor sometimes gives for medicines for the ailment, but ultimately it's the doctor who hears to us can cure most of our diseases. And coming down to my department, and what I'm seeing is the technology right now. I, being the IT ministers, many people would have gone just now. The Director General Shantakumari ji was also telling about you people visiting a couple of data centers, couple of technology centers over here. This state, as everybody knows this is a technology-driven state. And now that we are taking our roots to become the leaders in the terms of AI, artificial intelligence or cutting-edge technologies. Good that you have gone to these sort of institutions where you know how technology can turn the administration to the next level. India as such on the broader scale using technology, data, and also the digital platform to transform our governance. This is a powerful tool now. Technology is a powerful tool. But keep it in mind, when technology also can be dangerous if not guided by empathy. And that's you become, if it is not served through you with empathy, you all will become robots. You know, technology as such has to be leveraged by you. The use of the cutting-edge technologies like AI or cyber security, by the time you become, you know, the senior officers, many more technologies keep coming up. The quantum computing maybe in 5 years or 6 years of time may take the precedence. So where technology you should use to empower citizens, not to intimidate them. You should use for innovation and also look, the technology should not be used never to outsource compassion. And all the young officers over here, please think before you leave office every day, ask yourself one question. Did my work today make governance more humane, more just, or more responsive? If you literally see that if you say yes once in a week, we think that you're succeeding. If your answer is yes every day, exceptionally, you know, you will become the exceptional officer for your state, for our nation, and you will be the proudest officer for our state, and you will be the greatest asset for the nation too. And in any part of anybody's profession, keep the habit of, you know, from the day one of your schooling till now, you have been a student. Don't leave the passion to learn each every day. Try to learn something new in terms of your administration, sometimes in terms of, you know, innovation in terms of your administration. Now, we all believe that because you are exceptionally bright young minds who are sitting here and with great gray matter. And, you know, while concluding, I would like to say, when you look back on your career, your greatest achievement should not be by your designation which you have held, but with the quiet knowledge you served with honesty, integrity, and courage. And you know, many officers keep coming up, going, and thousands of officers from All India Service or central services are coming down to the state services. Many people keep coming and going. What country or the state expects from you? Absolutely not absolute perfection, nobody expects. But we or from the nation expects your sincerity and devotion and commitment and compassion to the people. And I wish, you know, with a career, with a clean hands, clear conscience, and as a courageous citizens. With these few words, I would like to conclude. I wish you all the best, good luck, and try to do great work for the country, great work for your states, which you have been given to, and great work for your departments, and trying to earn a good name. Good name, not through your awards or through your ceremonial awards, good name among the people, and to be the best citizen of your governance. Thank you very much. I wish you good luck.
Thank you, sir, for your thought-provoking remarks. Our chief guest, Shri Bhatti Vikramarka Mallu, sir, has expressed his desire to hear from the officer trainees their experience of the Special Foundation course. Is there anyone who would like to come forward and say a few lines? Welcome. Okay. I welcome Al Jamila on stage to say a few lines.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, faculties and dear OTs, we had an extremely good time in the last 2.5 months here. Though initially it felt a little bit of strictness from the classes, the rigorous biometric, the PT sessions, but I'm sure that we will go from here with a lot of memories. And I really like to appreciate the Institute for organizing an extremely good state village visit. We covered around 8 Indian states: Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh and Odisha. That's commendable. To send 200 OTs to 8 Indian states, it requires commendable organization skills. And so is the case with the 8-day trek we had in Nilgiris. So all these had very good level of training. And as ma'am has already discussed about the different levels of field visits, the industry visit, the ISB visit, and also the activities organized by different clubs. We had the Officers Club, the Film and Fine Arts Club, the Mess Committee, as well as the Social Service Club. So all in all, the training was intended not just to be in an academic mode, but also in a mode which focused in a 360-degree personality development. And we are really grateful for this training, and we also cherish the friendship and moment we have had here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Al Jamila. Now I invite Mr. Om Shukla to share his experiences.
Thank you, ma'am. Respected Deputy CM sir, respected Minister for IT and Electronics, respected ma'am, a very warm good morning to, good afternoon to all of you. My name is Om Shukla. I am from Indian Statistical Services, batch 2025. I would like to share some of my experience of this special foundation course. So when we came to this special foundation course, we were not aware like what outcomes we have to take from this special foundation course. In the very beginning of this, during the commencement of this special foundation course, when Director Sir from Labasna came and respected DG ma'am also addressed us, she told us that the main objective of this special foundation course is to build inter-service camaraderie. That after going from here, this foundation course, when we go to field and our respective offices, we have to integrate and work together within the ministries and between different ministries. So I think we all have achieved that particular goal to maximum of what we can. Despite the classes which were organized in the Dr. MCRHRD, they were very insightful, and we got to learn many hands-on experience and their own personal learnings from the very senior faculties and the officers of the All India services. Despite this, we also visited, we had our village visit and the trek to the Nilgiris, which I think is one of the greatest experience in all of our will be throughout our life. So I think today we are at the end of our special foundation course, and I thank you all the faculty members, DG ma'am and all the other service officers as well for cooperating us and building such a nice relation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Om Shukla. Now I invite our chief guest, Shri Bhatti Vikramarka Mallu sir, to address the officer trainees.
Honorable Minister for Industries and IT and Legislative Affairs also, Sridhar Babu Garu, and Srimati Shanti Kumari Garu, Director, MCRHRD, Human Resource Development Institute. And dear trainee officers, distinguished faculty members and mentors, and ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and a warm welcome to all the participants of this meeting. It is a pleasure to be with you today as you conclude the special foundation course at the Dr. Marri Chenna Reddy Human Resource Development Institute. This ceremony marks the end of a demanding phase of training, but more importantly, it marks the beginning of a life defined by a responsibility, judgment, and public trust. Let me congratulate all of you, 203 officers drawn from multiple services, disciplines and states have completed this course. You come here as engineers, as our Sridhar Babu Garu said, you all have come from various disciplines like engineers, doctors, economists, lawyers, managers, technologists. You live with a shared identity that matters more than any qualification you carried in. You live as public servants. At this stage of life, without talent and credentials, many doors were open to you, but many of your peers choose comfort, speed, and predictability. You choose complexity, you choose accountability, you choose service. That is where you left your mark by choosing this service. The choice deserves respect, not because government service is nobly by default, but because it becomes noble and through the choice you make every single day. Today is not merely a celebration, it is a handover. From now on, files will have faces, numbers will carry names, displays will have consequences. A decision taken casually today may shape someone's life for years. Governance is not about grand intentions. It is about daily judgment under pressure sometimes, often without applause, sometimes without thanks also, and occasionally without complete information. And as many of you will soon discover, sometimes without reliable internet connectivity also. In this fast changing world, what I mean to say, and what must not change, you are entering public service at a moment of a rapid change. Technology is reshaping governance. Social media magnifies both achievement and error also. Global economic, climatic, geopolitical shocks arrive without even any small warning also. Citizens are more informed, more vocal, and far less patient and excuses. So you all have to be very, very cautious. You'll need to learn continuously, unlearn occasionally, and adapt constantly. But in this changing world, three things must remain constant: character, credibility, and compassion. These are not soft values, they are the hardest asset and an officer can build and the easiest to lose. Early in service, it is easy to make mistakes and authority for importance. Please remember this: you do not own power, you hold it in trust from the Constitution, from the law, and ultimately from the people. You are not placed above citizens. You are placed in between policy and reality, between the state and its most vulnerable citizen. Your success will not be measured by how many orders you issue, but how many lives quietly become easier because you were there. Why you are really here? You come from different states, different regions, and different backgrounds. Some of you come from Telangana and others from across the country. You represent different services and different disciplines. Yet there is one question that unites you, and one that your friends and families have almost certainly asked you by this time. Still, I also would like to ask you, at your age, with global opportunities available, why did you choose government service? You could have joined corporates to make money with all your qualifications, and you could have pursued fame or built private enterprises. Instead, you choose to work within the state to implement public programs and to serve citizens who may never know your name. That choice matters, it defines you. A simple moral campus when Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru became Prime Minister, he asked Mahatma Gandhi for an advice. Then Gandhiji said, whenever you are in doubt, think of the poorest and the weakest person you have seen. Ask yourself whether your decision will help that person. If it does, it is a right decision. That simple test has guided generations of public servants. It is still relevant today. Let me offer one candid observation. In public life, it is very easy to slowly drift, to become distant, to enjoy power more than responsibility, to forget sometimes unconsciously why you are joined service in the first place. Guard yourself against all these things. Always stay connected to ordinary people. Meet them with respect. Listen to them patiently. Remember that spending time with citizens is not a distraction from work. It is a purpose of work. Sitting in an air-conditioned office, cleaning files has its place, but it can never replace human contact. Dear officer trainees, you are very fortunate of coming to this institution and taking the foundation course under the directorship of our Shanti Kumariji as a director, and who designed the program and courses and made the officers available to teach you. I hope Shanti Kumariji also might have taken classes to you. And she is one of the finest officers where we have seen, with lots of passion, commitment, of serving to the needy and poor people, where all she has worked. Can be in rural development, women development, or welfare activities, or even as Chief Secretary also. So that's the reason I'm telling you are all very fortunate enough to have, got trained or at least got some classes from Director Shant Kumarji. And also, I congratulate you that you all got trained here, took the foundation course by taking the class from renowned personalities from various sectors and disciplines. You leave this campus with knowledge, confidence, and promise. What you will need just next is judgment, humility, and moral courage. The future of our institutions will be shaped not by speeches or policies alone, but by the everyday choices you make, often quietly, often without recognition, and often when no one is watching. Serve with integrity, decide with courage, lead with empathy. And if at the end of your career people remember you not just as an officer, but as a public servant who cared, then you will know that this profession was worth choosing. I wish each one of you careers that brings not only success but meaning. Thank you, and I wish you all the best where all you are going to be posted, going to be serving the society, and you will have a wonderful, bright future. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Your words have provided clear direction and perspective, and they will serve as a valuable guide for all of us as we begin our journey in public service. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now proceed to a special and meaningful segment of today's program, the release of the House Journal, Prayan, brought out by the House Journal Club of the Officer Trainees. I invite the House Journal Club Secretary, Al Jamila, and esteemed members, Ahana, Utkarsha, Ridul and Suryansh to the stage to hand over the covered magazine to the Minister. May I humbly request the Honorable Chief Guests to graciously untie the cover and release the SFC House Journal, Prayan. Thank you, sirs. We shall now move on to the much-awaited announcement of award winners. I invite Dr. D.T. Chari, Co-Course Director, to kindly take the podium and announce the awards and the awardees.
May I now humbly request guests on the dais, esteemed DG Madam, to present the awardees to the votees. The President of India Medal for Best All-Round Performance, Ms. Nisha IES. The next award the Director General's Gold Medal for highest marks in academics. In this award we have 5 awards. The first award goes to Ms. Ritika Gupta, IES. It carries rolling shield and certificate as well as medal. The second consequent award goes to Mr. Sri.A.Revanth Reddy, IRMS Accounts. Sri.A.Revanth Reddy, come this. Come on. Next, Mr. Tummala Manoj Kumar, IRMS Accounts. Tummala Manoj Kumar. Next one, Rinku Meena, IFS. Rinku Meena. Are you Rinku Meena? Next one, Mr. Devashish Jaina, IFS. The last one, Power Tushkar Deepak, IRMS Accounts. Come fast. Come fast, come fast, come this side. The next category of award, the Director General's top 5 gold medals for the highest marks in Director General Assessment, DG's assessment. The top one, Ms. Nisha IES. This carries medal, rolling shield and certificate. The same Director General DG's assessment. Okay. Nikhil Sharma, IRMS Accounts. Nikhil Sharma, IRMS. Congrats. Next, Mr. Lokesh Singh, IES. Lokesh. Next one, Miss Sneha, IRMS Accounts. Miss Poonam Rania, IRFMS, IRPFS. Then there is a special category award for Director General Gold Medal, highest marks in Management and Behavioral Sciences. It goes to Mr. Tummala Manoj Kumar, IRMS. This side, this side. Next category award, Director General's Award for Best Club. It goes to, guess, Officers Club. May I invite Mr. Rutvik Kote, IPS, and all the members of Officers Club. All the members of Officers Club, please. Wait. One. Okay. Separate. Five, all five. All five. Group. Group kada. The next award is Director General's Gold Medal for Best in Athletics, Mr. Rajesh. The next category award, Director General's Trophy for Best Actor in One Act Play, Mr. Nikhil Sharma, IRMS. Rajesh, Best Director General Gold Medal for Best Athletics. Next one, Nikhil Sharma. Best Actress. Best Actress. Next, Director General's Trophy for Best Actress in One Act Play goes to Miss Pooja Gawale. The next category, Director General's Gold Medal for Esprit de Corps Award. It goes to Mr. Rutvik Kote, IPS. The next category award, Director General's Award, Best Group Presentation on Field Immersion and ULB Visit. It goes to Group 14th. It's already started. Spell second. Vikram Joshi, Group Leader. Kodipeti Subhash. Shashi Ranjan Singh. Ajit. Best Group Presentations on Field Immersion and ULB Visit. Next category, Director General's Award, First Best Group Presentation on Trek and Study Tour. Spell 1, Group 4th won this award. I invite Mr. Rajesh, Group Leader, and the team. members, singles. 20 members ఒకటే పెద్ద గ్రూప్. ఇంకో రెండే ఉన్నాయి మేడం. ఇది ఇచ్చేసేయండి, వాళ్ళకి ఇచ్చేసేయండి. ఇక్కడ ముందుకెళ్ళండి, ఇక్కడ పోయేటప్పుడు. The next category award, the Director General's Gold Medal for Best Athlete Men, Naveen Chakravarti, IPS. The last and final award, Director General Gold Medal Best Athlete Woman goes to Miss Sneha. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir, and heartiest congratulations to all the well-deserved awardees. On behalf of Dr. MCRHRD Telangana, I extend our sincere and respectful gratitude to our honorable chief guests, Shri Bhatti Vikramarka Mallu, sir, and Shri Dudila Sridhar Babu, sir, for gracing this valedictory ceremony and for sharing words that will continue to guide us and inspire our officer trainees. We are deeply thankful to Srimati Shanti Kumari, IAS, Vice Chairperson and Director General, for her visionary leadership and constant encouragement throughout the course. Our heartfelt thanks to the course director, the co-course director, and the entire faculty whose dedication and academic rigor shaped this enriching program. We also acknowledge and appreciate the efforts of the committees and their members and all those who work tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure the smooth conduct of the course and today's ceremony. Most importantly, we congratulate the officer trainees whose enthusiasm, discipline, and commitment have made this special foundation course a truly rewarding experience. We wish you the very best as you carry forward the values and learning gained here into public service. Thank you all for your gracious presence. May I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Yes. Thank you. May I now request the Honorable Chief Guests, Director General, dignitaries, officer trainees, faculty and staff to kindly proceed to the Ramadasu Rangasthali lawn for a group photograph. Thank you.